So once you are logged in, you're going to see the user view, which shows you your profile information. So if you want to log out, you can click log out here and it's going to log you out. If you want to update your profile, you can do so by just changing values on whichever field that is enabled, and it's going to, if you click submit, it's going to update your profile. And if you reload it, you'll see that it still says you're a source employee. And as I said, if you log out, then it's going to log you out of the application. By default, the application is going to load the live positions of the vessels, but you do have the option to go to any time instance that you want. So let's just say I wanna go to Monday or 2 days back. If I do so and I click confirm, it's going to retrieve the position for that time instance. And if I want to reset again, all I just have to do is just click on the reset icon there, and it's going to bring back the live positions of the vessels. The filter view allows you to filter the vessels that you see on the map based on their vessel type. Okay, so if I log out, you can see all the vessel types are visualized, but let's just say I disable cargo. So no cargo vessel will be visualized on the application, and if you want to do that for tanker, same thing applies. So vessel filter view just allows you to easily enable and disable the vessel types that you want to see on the map. So if you want to learn information about each vessel, you can hover on the vessels that you're interested in on the map, and a pop-up is going to appear showing you the positional information about the vessel. So if we click on it, it's going to open the current vessel table, and this table is just a table that consists of all the vessels that you've clicked on. So if I remove all of them there, if I click there, then it's going to appear now. So if I click again, it's going to also appear. So you have the option to download a CSV that contains all the information that was shown on the hover pop-up. So yeah, if you click here, CSV will be downloaded for that. And if you have a long list, you can make use of the filter that will narrow down the vessel that you want. So let's just assume you want more information about that vessel. So if you click on the MMSI on the table, then it's going to retrieve the vessel details. So as you can see, it has the positional information about the vessel, but it also has the attribute information about the vessel. So you have the option to zoom to where the vessel is. You can highlight it on the map. You can download a CSV that has all this information that's shown here, or you can do a vessel track that allows you to go back in time to show where not necessarily go back in time, but to visualize the historical path or the route that the vessel had taken to get to the position that it's at this current moment, which is this. So a legend is going to appear showing that the path that it took, and also showcasing the different speeds, right, for the time instances in which its positional information was stored on the database. So after having the vessel tracks showing here, you can actually download a CSV that contains the data that was stored on the database for the vessel track that you requested for. So for each time instance in which data was received from this vessel. So if I download that, open the CSV, it's going to show you the latitude, the longitude, the speed, the heading, and the reported time for that vessel. Or should I say, vessel, for the different time instances in the time that it passed from when the vessel started traveling from here up until its current position. So the vessel panel lists all the vessels that are appearing on the map. So if you are looking for a specific vessel, you can use the filtering component here to identify it or narrow it down. So you can use the MMSI, the name of the vessel, the country, or the vessel type. So let's just say we are looking for vessels that are in South Africa, that are government, they are mainly government, fishing, fishing. So there are 8 of those. You can, as we've already shown, you can download the CSV for all the vessels that are appearing on the table. You can highlight the vessel, you can go to the vessel position. So this one, I think it's near the port, So this way, this view is very useful for trying to find vessels on the map. And if you wanna see the vessel details, you can just click there and it will show the vessel details. You can download the information, you can highlight the vessel, or you can zoom to the vessel and you can get the vessel tracks the same way that it was shown on the current vessel section. Okay, so if you want to find vessels within geofences, whether they're predefined or they are geofences that you draw, you can do that by going to the geofence panel. So by default, it's going to load the predefined geofences. So you have the option to filter them based on geo area, MPA, which is the marine protected areas, and ports. So yeah, you can filter using that, or even by the name if you want to. You have the option to highlight them, right? So yeah, if I zoom in there, then it's going to, yeah, so you always going to go to where the polygon is. Okay, so I'm just going to unhighlight there. So let's just say we go to ports, right? Maybe a port in, okay, let's say Durban. Yeah. So I'm just going to relocate there and yeah, highlight it. So this is the area. So if I click on the ID here, it's going to list all the vessels that fell within that geofence. So I have the option to highlight it. Or if I want to, I can highlight the different vessels or zoom to them. And I have the option to download all the vessels that fall within that geofence. And you can still leverage the filtering of the vessels. So if you're just looking for example cargo only, it's just going to list cargo. Okay, so as you already know, if we click on the MMSI, it's going to give us the vessel details, and we still have the option to view the vessel tracks. So if you want to draw your own geofence, you can do so by just clicking on draw geofence. So let's just say I just draw my own custom geofence there. So after doing clicking on the geofence, all you just have to do is just to right click, and yeah, it's going to find vessels that fell within that geofence. So if I highlight there, that's the geofence that we drew. And as you already know, if you click on the MMSI, it's going to give you the vessel details. But the nice thing about it is that, let's just say I reload the application. And okay, I open geofences again. So this is the one that we drew, custom geofence 6. So if I zoom to that area and I highlight it again, then you can see that geofence appearing again. So it is stored on your application, the geofence that you drew. And if you want to remove it, you can do so by just clicking the cancel button. So the application allows you to bring in layers from our geoservice. So currently these are the ones that we're retrieving from our geoserver, which are the SST, the wave height, wind speed, wind direction, and chlorophyll. If you hover on the thumbnails, you'll be able to see information regarding these layers. So its source, its closest available time, and just a brief description of the layer. So the reason why certain thumbnails are disabled is that for the global time here, there isn't an overlap between this global time and the time instances that these layers exist. So essentially what it means is that the layers that so if I click wave height here and is brought in, it means that it retrieved the closest available time for the specific layer that exists within the global time instance. So yeah, you can also view the legend. And yeah, if we, for example, go back in time, let's say we go back a week. You can see that for other layers, they are disabled because they don't exist for that specific time period. In this instance, it's only the sea surface temperature and the chlorophyll that exist on the 19th of August 2026. And yeah, if I click here, it's going to bring in the sea surface temperature and its legend. You can, so I'm just going to disable this. You can, if you want to bring in a different base map to the one that we're seeing. So if you enable that, then you'll be able to, for example, bring in the Sentinel-2 cloudless layer or OCIMS bright if you want. So yeah, you can choose the base map that you feel more comfortable with. So if you want to zoom to a specific coordinate, you can use the zoom to view. So it allows you to use the DMS, which is degrees, minutes, and seconds, or the DD, which is the decimal degree input, which looks like this. For this example, I'm just going to use the DMS. So if I enter, so I'm just going to enter a random coordinate. So let's say 33, 12, 12, and 18, 18, 18. And I click zoom. So yeah, the hemisphere is south and east. So this should be close to Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken. So if I zoom out, just to give a better context of the area, you will see the coordinate there. And yeah, it is close to Cape Town, I guess. So yeah, that's how you zoom to a coordinate. You can disable the icon by just clicking